Hey, it's your girl Lori Mack here from 105 When the Bounce, and I am here with a very special guest. Okay, he has turned trauma into testimony, prison into purpose, and pain into power. Detroit, welcome Dr. Lardell to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I was gonna call you Coach. I was about to call you Lardell, Coach
You know
D.
Whichever one makes it. I'm the same, one and only.
Oh, thank you so much for coming.
Yes, ma'am.
So I know you're busy. I know you're busy. You're doing great things, a lot, and you got a new book.
Yes.
That you just dropped.
Yes. So Up From Ashes, The Streets, Prison, and Redemption is definitely a story of redemption, survival. It speaks to intergenerational trauma and abuse. I was a child victim of abuse by my mother, a single parent, because of the abuse she suffered in Mississippi in the 40s. And it just tells how unfortunately, especially within melanated households, that ugliness just continue. And then it speaks to the next level, the maltreatment of children and the criminal justice system. Because once you begin to abuse your child, the first thing they would want to do is go out and seek some type of friendship or family, but oftentimes that's gangs or the bad element, and next thing you know, the criminality. And that's exactly what happened. But my story has a pretty good ending, I think. And it's still going.
That's good. So when you first started writing this book, you took it all the way back from the beginning, from where it started.
I had to, because I was broken. I did not write. I deliberately did not start writing in prison.
Okay.
I wanted to get out and live first. I didn't want it to be a prison book. I was very bitter towards prison, but it wasn't until after getting out I realized I can't be mad at the warden or the officers that beat me and put me in a hole, or the building that they built to hold me. They were created to feed those corrections officers' families, right, as a job. Their purpose, their goal is not to keep me out. That's on me. Yeah. So I got over that, but I realized I had to live a little bit. I had to experience life to truly be able to write a book. So I held off for a long time, and I'm glad I did. So and I got a lot of experience by doing that.
Oh, I know that's right. So after you came out, you lived a little. At what moment did you feel like, okay, it's time?
I think, that was like I came home 2006. I didn't finish the 2023, 22.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you let it ponder for a little while.
No doubt about it, because I'm in the mid. So the 14th of this month will be 20 years I've been home, because I came home 6/14. Yep, 2/14/2006. So this Valentine's Day, I'll celebrate the 20 years, and then the 18th, I celebrate 19 years of marriage.
Yes, there we go.
Oh yeah, so it's just I took on a lot of other roles. I already had a son. But then I have an additional daughter that my wife had already, who she's an adult now. Then my granddaughter by my daughter. And so it was a lot of different responsibilities. I jumped into social work. And so I started living life and expanding my little world, because I come from a micro. And to come out here in this macro was very scary. And that fear oftentimes came out as aggression. It was at one point my wife said, I'm uncomfortable being in public with you because you so aggressive. That, when I tell you, that was gut wrenching.
I can only imagine.
I went in the room and closed the door, and I said I got to do something else. So that's when I went and sought psychological help. And I suggest that every individual, even if you're coming from the military, anything you experience that's traumatic, that can create that post-traumatic stress disorder and all those mental health issues, you need to seek professional help.
Absolutely, because a lot of times people don't think about it. When you come out, you think you're going to be fine, you're going to adapt, but it actually turns out harder than what you could even imagine, right?
I'm going to tell you, Lori, I was just at the prison, Lapeer Prison, just before I got here. Shout out to all my boys up at Lapeer Prison. You guys will receive me. We had a great conversation, and I appreciate that. That was some of the things I was kind of sharing with them. You have to break the misnomers. One of the hardest things to do for a man or woman, but especially a man, is to realize your foundation is based on sand, and you have to tear it down and rebuild on a solid foundation. especially coming from prison.
Oh, yeah.
Like I told 99% of the stuff you learn in here to survive, irrelevant out here in the world. Don't bring that with you because you won't make it. So they were all ears.
Oh, I love that. Because a lot of times they feel like they got to have that same mentality when they go out.
Yep.
I wouldn't think that because you feel like they want to change. You want to change your life when you go past those doors.
Man, it's so
but
much.
But it's different.
Man, it is. It's so. It was a long time before my wife could touch my face or kiss me if I was asleep. If I was unconscious, she couldn't because I jumped up in defense mode. So it's that part of the thing, you know.
Yeah.
I hear keys jiggling because that's what the corrections officers used to do. They will come by in the middle of the night and jiggle the keys real loud, so affecting your sleep, right? So that noise would trigger me. I'm still to this day hypersensitive. Like if I'm deep sleep, but I hear something drop in the kitchen, I'm up. So now I have to sleep with a noise, like a soft noise, like rain or wind blowing on my phone, so I can stay asleep.
It can be some built-in trauma after a little while.
It make you emotional too.
I'm so sorry you have to deal with all that.
Yeah, but it's but here I am.
And then that helped you build your book that you can present to us today.
Yes.
Which is up from ashes.
Yes,
because you came from it. I'm telling you, that is
ma'am.
an incredible story, and I'm really excited to dive a little deeper into the book because, like you said, it took a little while.
Yeah.
You let it brew, you let it stir in there for a little bit.
Yes, ma'am.
So my next question is, what's one myth that people believe about returning citizens that you wish would just disappear?
I think a lot of pressures are put on a lot of people returning. Families feel like, oh, I'll be okay since he or she is out now, right? And they don't have a clue. They need support. Right. So I think the biggest myth is thinking that these individuals are returning with a plan, that everything will be fine, and once they touch down, everybody's lives that they touch are going to be fine. That pressure, along with mental health issues that was probably never treated before, during, or after, substance abuse issues that they never brought up before, during, or after, right? So they kept that secret. Right. Disabilities, physical disabilities, cancer or something like that they never had resolved. The prison system never resolved it. So they coming out with that. That's a lot of pressure. And then for people to be looking towards them, and especially as a melanated man, you don't want to seem like you don't have the answers. Right. That is so, I wish it wasn't like that. And I know society makes us feel that way, but it's okay not to have the answers. It's okay to realize I'm broken. But I think that's the biggest myth. And I hope that the support for individuals that are returning changes more to a kind of nurturing thing.
Absolutely. I feel like we definitely need more of that.
Yeah.
And less so much force, it probably wouldn't make so much aggression out of men. I agree with that 100%. I do.
Yes, ma'am.
And what are practical first steps for someone that can help them realize they're operating from unsolved pain? Like, what's some steps they can do to help them get through that trauma?
I think first and foremost, you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to seek help. That's especially in melanated, again, because that's all I know.
And admitting that, because a lot of men don't feel that they need therapy.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go a step further. They realize it, but it's to them that appears weak. Oh.
I always felt like it was a pride thing, but
yeah, it's a weakness to them. Or if I get therapy, it's weak. It's like I don't know the answers. It seems like, especially melanated men, if I don't have the answer to everything, and if I can't save everybody, then I'm not doing my part. And so they pile a lot on themselves. But no, I think first and foremost, mental health. And like I told the guys earlier, not just mental health. Figure out who you like to talk to. For me, it had to be an older gentleman. I've always clicked with older dudes. Dudes my age or younger, I can counsel them and talk with them, but I need to be around a dude older than me. Yeah. And then definitely melanated and understanding where I come from. I grew up on the west side of Detroit, number streets. Really rough, really tough. So you have to be able to identify with that, not just because you got the paper on the wall. So, because trust in a relationship in therapy is important. So first and foremost, I would say that. Next, I would say, which comes into a close with hand in hand with the first, start listening to your spiritual self, your higher conscience. I think that's very important.
Yes.
My level is connection with a higher power, spiritual. I don't care what you call that entity, but higher power, connection with yourself, connection with your family, then your community.
Oh, I love that.
You boom,
Gotta
boom.
have the levels.
Yeah, you got levels to it. And without doing that, if you skip any of those, man, you're missing out a lot.
You're missing out.
It's a lot of fears, man, coming out of there.
I understand that. And you understand it firsthand.
Yeah.
And that's why you've been working on other things. You even worked on a children's book.
Yes, I did, which is loosely based on my life. So when the boy who never won wins it all, man, that is like one of my jewels. I've actually been in Ypsilanti school system, Macomb school system,
so
Detroit.
You've been all over.
Yeah.
You read this book to the kids?
I do.
Yes.
I read it to I should have forwarded you
next time, please
video.
do, because my son, I have my son here. He gonna love that.
Oh,
he would love a book.
I got one for you, and I'm gonna sign it for your
please.
son. Yes, ma'am.
Please do.
So this book is just to sum it up. Malachi is 10 years old. Grew up without a father. He's in the inner city. His mother poor. You know, she had her own issues. I didn't go deep into that because it's a children's book. So every day he'll see children playing with shiny things or new clothes. He always had hand-me-downs, and he just felt kind of bad because he never had what other children had or could afford that. And so every day he's walking kind of with his head down, kicking a can. And I'm almost 60. So when I was growing up, matriarchs used to sit on the porch. You know, you have auntie and grandma sitting on the porch watching the community.
Yeah.
Well, this sister was sitting on the porch. She seen him, and she said, "Hey, you know, come over here, young man. Let me talk to you." So he went over there. They introduced themselves, and she said he explained his issue, and she said, "Well, what if I showed you what riches truly are?" He was like, "Okay." So she began to explain to him loving yourself, loving your family, loving your community, doing the best you can, even if you don't have the best. It's not about the material. So she went deep with him, and he accepted that. And next you know, he was smiling. And then the children that had the things wanted to play with him because he had a shinier disposition. The moral of it is that your conditions might not immediately change, right? Your where you live, the fact that you don't have things might not change today or tomorrow. But what can change is your mindset. Because once you get into a mindset of positivity, as you grow, you're going to go to school, you can go to college or get a trade, you're going to create the life you always wanted. And then the material things ain't going to matter because you're going to be so deeply spiritual, but you'll still get some things you like.
Exactly. Oh, that's important. That's deep. I love that. You get that from a children's book. See, listen, it resonates deep.
Thank you.
So I would love a copy.
I got you.
And you know, before we get out, I have to ask, what kind of legacy are you intentionally building?
Ooh, it's funny you say that. My grandchildren, I love them. They respect me. I want being a child addict, being a child delinquent, being a victim of abuse, being an ex-offender, justice impacted. I want that to be the footnote.
Yes.
I want my life to resonate. I helped someone. I cared for people.
Yes.
I brought my best self forward. I'm going to tell you, I always say this. 3 ways people get, their success through business or whatever they're doing. The first is you're a good-looking person. Good-looking people, men and women, normally get doors open for them. That's is what it is. Next is people with money, because money brings influence. So they get doors open for them, right? Then you have people like myself. I'm not particularly good-looking, and I don't have money, but I'm authentic.
Yes.
Authenticity will get you in rooms that money can't.
Oh, there.
And so as long as you stay the course of doing what the Great Spirit has directed you to do, and you're treating people how you would want to be treated and not treating people how you wouldn't want to be treated, eventually things go open up. So I want to show that that's my life. I was geared towards making humanity a little bit better.
Oh, I love it.
Thank
I love
you.
it.
Thank
I
you.
love it. And
Thank
of course, where can we go to get your book, Up from Ashes?
Well, you can go to my website, upfromashes.biz, or simply just go to Amazon. Up from Ashes, The Streets, Prison, Redemption is there, as well as the children's book, When the Boy Who Never Won Wins It All. Both are there. And I've got a few more things coming in the very near future.
Okay, so we're going to be looking out for you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dr. Lardell, for stopping by.
Salute.
Your girl, Lori Mack from 105 When the Bounce.